Welcome back to another Six of the Pros. Here I'm going to be spinning this track. We're going to be talking about comparing your mix with the professionals.
Up top, tell them me nah got stop, no. Up top, cause my journey just start now. Up top, anything me need, best believe me got that.
Here's Britney Spears.
Say me, up top, anything got to love. My face pretty in any snapshots.
There you go. Britney Spears song and our mix. Comparing our mix with the pros. So what did I do? You know, you got to make sure when you're referencing the tracks that you have the stereo with information, good, you have good low end, good EQ, good highs, you know, it doesn't lack clarity and those stuff. Magic AB can do that. I can compare the previous song from Lady Infamous.
But me got a pillow top for your life and you got to own a money watch. Cause me got the keys to the bimmer like a beanie a stinger. You and me on the beach, put in a this and make we snap a quick pic, put it on the gram. This me I got still be the winner. We want the money green cause it's sweet like the honey.
Now if I compare that with Britney Spears' track, it's big and fat, right?
Journey just start now.
Like it ain't a choice for you, sensational.
Better stop watch. You know see me up top.
So you might say, Ray, how do you get your mix to sound like that, man? How do you get everything to sound big and fat and all that stuff? Always make sure, guys. You have to mix. 90% of mastering is in the mixing. And on the master chain here, I just have some couple stuff to top it off, but I'm going to show the main elements that got me where I am, right? I did all my EQs and whatnot, nothing special. I did my parallel compression here, giving my kick drum some energy here. And also I added some R bass. That's a tip. You can add R bass on your kick drum to give you a more oomph. Off, on. And also what I did with the bass, I parallel compressed it, ran it through a GTR amp, and also did a compression on it. And what I did, and I did this, I'm doing this a lot lately on my mix bus. I'm using max bass, I'm cranking it up to 0, and I'm adding some subharmonics to 59 kilohertz. This is how I got the mix.
Me a stinger, black and yellow are the color when me inna. Me at the boss, just call me the singer. Anybody this me I got still be the winner. We want the money green cause it's sweet like the honey. Get wet right now me going sunny.
So I just wanted to share that with you guys that practice real hard, listen good to what you're mixing. Make sure you can tell what needs, if something needs low end, don't be afraid to boost the heck out of it. For example, on my drum bus here, where is my drums? My kick drum. I'm using an EQ. I'm knocking out actually a little bit of 71 and a 132 just to balance off the kick weight. And on my master chain here, let's see what I'm doing. I'm boosting a little bit of a 2 dB on 100 kilohertz here. Let me bring that down just a little tad. And just make sure you're referencing the professionals. Download or buy the albums like Britney Spears, Rihanna, and pay attention very closely to the stereo information and the kick. And that's tips how you can get your music to sound big and fat like the pros. Make sure you don't overdo when you're mixing or EQing. In certain cases, see on this harmony bus, all I'm doing is knocking out a little bit of 6/4. So we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Comment and let us know what you're struggling with, or if you have questions, we're here to answer you and how you can get things solved, whether it be kick drums, guitar, vocals, acapellas, whatever it is. So subscribe, and also be sure to look me up on Instagram. You just type in Andrew Rayburn, RHABURN. You'll see my picture of the producer, and you can link me up on Instagram and